The production standard of ice has always been considered to be the most difficult in the automotive industry. In the ice factory in Wicken, England, more than 4,000 employees work here every day. The entire factory is almost responsible for the production of all types of ice cars. The annual output is about 14,000 cars. Unlike most car factories, ice is not entirely dependent on the flow line, but a large number of links are left to manufacturers. This is also why it is often called a handmade luxury car. Here, the workers are responsible for the disassembly and inspection of the car body. Even the smallest flaw cannot be ignored. You should know that ice is a pre-sale supplier of the British royal family. Being able to become a royal writer is the highest recognition of craftsmanship. So the factory will never be vague in details. In combination with these high-tech production lines and traditional craftsmanship, an ice factory is gradually born. The first step in production is to bridge the weight machine and send the body frame into the production line. Every 9 minutes, a new frame will be in place. The body structure needs to be balanced between lightweight and high strength. In many places, workers have to adjust it by hand with a hammer. Although this method takes time and effort, it can ensure the accuracy and texture of each car. When the car body enters the OED tunnel, it will undergo the first round of inspection. Even the smallest scratches can be found here. For example, this kind of most complicated car model onward takes a total of 400 hours from start to finish. This is also why the production volume of ice is not high. But every car is considered an artwork. From the market point of view, the United States is the largest customer group of ice. The annual sales volume is around 4,000 cars. China is only about 3,000 cars behind. The European market ranks third. Therefore, in many cases, it is easier for you to see ice in New York or Beijing than in London. The factory here can produce more than 30 OEDs a day and 18 FHs. And since the public group acquired ice in 1998, the factory has also received a huge upgrade. The most obvious change is the spraying deadline. It is nearly 2 kilometers long. 300 to 400 car bodies can be sprayed every week. The spraying stage is operated by robots. They can spray a car in 12 minutes and ensure that the color coverage is uniform. But this is only the first step. The car body still needs to be polished by a professional craftsman. Finally, it is polished with a high-pressure hairdryer for 12 hours. This is the only way to achieve a mirror-like effect. Customers can freely choose from more than 100 colors. They can even customize their own color. The interior decoration is even more luxurious. Each car body requires more than a dozen European cowhide. The leather is not only perfect, but also retains a unique natural scent. Customers can choose from 14 leather colors and more than 20 types of sewing patterns. If necessary, they can also add a special embroidery, such as a family badge or a personal signature. Sewing only the steering wheel will take 5 hours. And the craftsman has to mark the leather with a pencil and then accurately cut it with a CNC machine bed. This ensures the accuracy of cutting and sewing. Woodworking is also very particular. The wood on a car must come from the same tree. This is the only way to ensure that the color and texture are exactly the same. Commonly seen are walnut, cherry, and oak. These woods need to be steamed and cut first, then chosen by an expert, and finally polished, and sprayed. Some stickers even come from centuries-old trees. The whole process takes several weeks before it can be installed on a car. So the interior of a Bentley looks like a work of art. Every piece of wood is unique. On the assembly line, the body and chassis will be combined. A car has 8 kilometers of electric cables, equipped with more than 2,000 circuits and more than 90 control units. Before the factory, each Bentley needs to undergo 600 inspections to ensure that the parts and system are completely reliable. At the same time, the engine is also assembled on another production line. Bentley's engines have two models, V8 and V12. They are all made in England, and are equipped with twin-wheel compression. The power is very strong, but the fuel consumption and emissions are greatly reduced. For example, a W12 engine requires 45 workers. It takes more than 6 hours to assemble and complete. After that, an hour of performance testing is needed to check the speed, power, and emissions. It is worth mentioning that Bentley's factory has very few robots. About 90% of the work is still done by hand. This is extremely rare in the modern car manufacturing industry. This is also one of Bentley's high-level secrets. Before the final delivery, each car will undergo waterproofing tests and road tests, including simulating rainstorms. Even if a drop of water enters the car, the entire car must be refurbished. Today, Bentley's customer base is extremely stable. An owner has an average of 8 cars, so buying a Bentley is not a conscious impulse, but a way of life. The starting price of a new car is about $280,000. A high-end car model can reach $390,000. For these customers, Bentley is not only a means of transportation, but also a symbol of identity and luxury. A car, from production to delivery, combines the efforts of countless craftsmen. This is exactly why Bentley maintains its unique position in the luxury car market.